Hey, welcome to Gatekeeper Media, the coverage for the Chase Card FPO at the Glass Blown Open. I'm Tina Oakley.
And I'm Zach Melton.
Thanks for joining us.
We are going to be on the back nine of Country Club. And let's see, I believe on the front nine, we had Katrina Allen extending her lead when we saw the leaderboard. But we have some good golf being played on the Chase. The wind, you said, was kind of picking up. It's getting a little gusty, but...
Yeah, it's going to start picking up, I think, for these last handful of holes for these women. But at least we're through the hardest holes.
Yeah, those holes 8 and 9 back-to-back, those are really... You can have a great round going, and they can kind of just shatter your hopes and dreams, you know?
One hole could do it.
But they're holding strong, and I think hopefully we're going to see them make a move. We have Paige leading the card and kind of moved up tied for third, so she's making a jump at it.
All right, we'll start off on hole 10. This hole is a blind hole. There's OB left and right, and a couple trees come into play closer to the basket, but not a lot up from the tee. Generally, you see some flex shots trying to get some distance down that hill.
Yeah, I feel like for the FPO division, it's either throw that driver flex play to get a birdie look, or just chip it and chip again. You know.
Yeah,
it's
I saw a lot of like straight up the gap,
Mm-hmm.
maybe not trying for a lot of distance,
Yeah.
just keep it in bounds. Anything that's overstable at the end of the flight can easily skip out on that left side. That's probably the most common thing that I saw.
I think a disc that comes over the hill on hyzer, that it gets pretty downhill slope and can skip over there. Looks like a little bit of a headwind for this card today. I believe every time I played this hole we had a tailwind except for the last day, so a little bit different wind. I think that slipped out of Vanessa's hand a little early, but I think that was a good tree. Caught and kicked a little right, so she should have a pretty easy par to get.
Paige can definitely get to this basket on the right angles.
You think she's throwing a convict?
Elucid X maybe?
Yeah, I feel like this is a convict
That was
Paige throw.
definitely more left side, but that's still a smash.
Hannah, give him a little run, but put it on the green. Yeah, Vanessa should just have a little putter toss. Yeah, that'll do.
I've seen a lot of, maybe timid is the right word, timid upshots on this hole.
Yeah, I feel like you just don't want to
It's
go
downhill.
blazing by it, yeah.
Yeah, it's downhill, so you know it's going to kind of float down there, but if you juice it, you're going out of bounds immediately. I saw it from both MPO and FPO.
Oh, no.
That branch just, that
That
was brutal.
Such an iron branch.
Oh.
Paige with the closest drive or furthest drive is going to be taking the bogey.
That's really unfortunate.
That's probably the worst spot I've seen someone land, that far left where you're that close to the trees, but that
Yeah.
far left, and like
She
had to
threw
do
a good shot.
She did,
Just
but
that
she had to
branch.
throw like a stretch out patent pending, which is not something you see too often out here in the open. But
Definitely. Yeah, this is...
oh
What?
no,
That looked perfect.
it did,
Wasn't it?
I mean, I would have guessed
From
like
this
a
angle?
little right, but not way right, and you
Oh.
could see the frustration. She kind of
Yeah, well, especially after she just, had a good hole, made
Yeah.
a big putt. You don't
Hopefully
like giving
she-
those away.
yeah. Hopefully she can shake that one off and keep going, but.
Look at the bogey percentages.
Look at Paige playing super clean. Not a lot of birdies, but not a lot of bogeys either.
Yeah.
Kind of shows you.
That front nine play is very, very difficult though.
Mhm.
And I feel like hole 16 on this side is probably the harder.
You mean the shortest par 3?
Yep. Hole 11, this whole right side is in bounds, but you're teeing off from close to the left side.
Yeah.
so
That
it's
sidewalking over is OB.
very, very uphill. And that sidewalk on the left side comes into play for upshots and if you're going for the basket off the tee.
There is an OB line to the right. It kind of separates hole 11 and hole 10, but
Yeah, if you get over it too much, I've seen a few go out over
Yeah,
there.
you can see those flags, but it's, generally speaking, I feel like it's a pretty wide fairway to hit. OB gets tight if you're going for the basket, but that looks like a smart shot by Paige. I think she's possibly just trying to play for pars or more pars and keep it clean.
Which is smart, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
she can get the distance to get here, but it's probably not the most, accurate angles, and that's really the most important thing on this course.
Yeah, she's had a couple longer birdie looks, but
Mm-hmm. Well, and she's such a good outside the circle putter, too. Like, she can rely on, okay, cool, I have a circle 2 putt.
yeah.
At least you're giving yourself a chance and not, risking the drive.
Oh, Vanessa,
come
get
on.
in. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
That's in the circle. That is
That
such a
went
huge
so
shot.
far. But there's that risk we were talking
Yeah,
about.
that came out of her hand. It was flying at the sidewalk and flexed super late.
That looks
It looks good if
great.
it'll hyzer.
Yeah, she maybe
Fade
needed a
forward.
little more hyzer, but there was so much power
Oh
on
my
it.
goodness.
Oh my
Challenging.
gosh.
That sidewalk does wrap around the basket and is OB back there, so
Was she 30 long? On an
300
uphill 400-foot hole?
yeah, uphill 400 footer, and she's like, is there OB 50 long?
That defender is just the best disc in the world for her.
Yeah.
It's so good for the speed and power that she has.
Hannah and Paige, a couple good up shots, and Vanessa, I
Look
thought
at
she
that
made
wind.
it. I thought she made it circle 1. I think
Maybe a little outside.
barely outside.
But that wind is so intimidating.
That's such a good drive, though. Paige, oof.
Oh,
Looks like that tailwind probably got
Yeah,
on
it
top of it a little bit.
dropped it for sure. It's hard to throw it high enough when you
Yeah.
have a tailwind like that.
2 birdie looks on this hole, though. I feel like it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, that's not what I expected at all. It's just so far.
Good.
That was a good putt from Hannah.
Yeah, good cleanup. You can see Paige back there. She's like really wanted that one. Like, oh, come on, but.
Yeah, she's antsy.
Mm-hmm. Vanessa ran that birdie putt and went a little past.
Which probably would have been fine, but that wind is starting to pick up like we expected.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no. Looked like Paige rushed that a little bit, but
a little.
I think maybe she felt the wind die down a little bit and just wanted
Went
to get
for
it in
it.
there quick. And
That's unfortunate. And that
Yeah.
definitely could have stuck too. It was a little low, but it hit a lot of stuff.
it had a chance. Get Vanessa's player rating climbing up.
Yeah, that's great.
How do you feel about hole 12? It's one of the shorter par 3s, but it's
You know,
It's
actually,
interesting.
in practice, we accidentally skipped this hole. And then we saw that it was 314 feet. And we're like, let's go back and play that because we'll have a birdie opportunity. We went and played it and weren't even close.
Yeah.
But it's tricky. That big green tree you see in the middle there is just so in the way.
yeah.
Without it, there's a lot of birdie opportunities and very little risk. But you're trying to either throw this flex shot that goes towards the OB on the right side or get it on the left side of that tree, which there's OB on the left side there too.
Yeah. Yeah. The OB doesn't start till
And that's
pretty much even with that tree on the left.
carried a lot
Yeah.
to the right, but
She may have a look from there. Yeah, for a right-handed player, if you don't have a humongous sidearm, then you've got to throw this flex line.
that's great though. I think Paige is throwing a Lucid X Felon on this hole.
Is that what that was?
I think so, because she can get over it and it's going to fight out no matter
Yeah.
what she does. But this tree causes so much trouble. And if you're right behind it, it's so hard to get to the basket because you can't really throw under it unless
Yeah.
you're underneath it. But if you're behind it, you have to either throw this big flex shot or a sidearm high.
Looks like Paige is having to go with the flick.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah, that's a good out. And you could tell she had to throw that hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for being a short hole, this is fairly difficult.
Vanessa, what a good flex at the end of that.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Dang.
basket again.
She's hitting it all over.
Those rounds, I think, are almost more frustrating than just
when you just
being
miss
way
putts.
off. Yeah.
Let Dynamic Discs help distinguish the winners at your next event. We've got many options, from a mini disc to a full-size disc, and we can do custom wrap baskets from the micro recruit all the way up to a veteran. We can help design your trophies, and we have discounted prices on larger orders. Our designs feature sharp graphics and vibrant colors. We have what it takes to set your event's winners apart, from their bags to their backyards. Learn all the ways we can help at dynamicdiscs.com.
All right, hole 13. This is an uphill hole. I feel like I say that a lot.
Yeah.
I guess I do.
Another 400-foot par 3.
Uphill. So that path and right is out of bounds, and there's also OB left on the left side of those trees. I'd say the most typical shot is a hyzer over the pathway that's going to come back in bounds, or more like straight up the middle, but then you're bringing those trees into play.
Yeah, it's tricky because at this distance, you almost kind of want to throw like a flex, I feel like.
But it's so risky
But you
to do
can't
that.
hang it out over the sidewalk
Yeah.
because you really don't get that flare back.
Yeah. And it looks like a tailwind, which is not an easy wind for this unless
If you've got the power to kind
if
of
you have the
overcome
power. Exactly.
That looks good. It's high. It's wide. I think coming back in.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa. What a. Well,
She's good.
that's nice. That's super nice.
There's that flex shot.
Yeah, and she really trusted it.
I think that tailwind might help though. It keeps it more stable, and it's uphill. I think without the wind, I think that
Yeah.
shot's really risky. But she's going for distance. She wants to get up there.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Hannah's got such a smooth throw.
Yeah.
Just playing it in the fairway. She's going to chip up. Playing smart. Vanessa.
Perfect.
There you go.
Putter up shot.
Not going to miss that putt.
Yeah, they're making this look easy. They're up there pretty far. Being able to just throw a putter is really nice.
Yeah. And Vanessa didn't get a lot on her drive, but shows you that as long as you're in the fairway, you can get up to the basket.
Yeah.
Hannah looks like that was a little left.
Yeah, I think with that path on the right, that's a really common mistake, is either shorting it or throwing it too far left.
Mhm.
They're just avoiding that OB
Which she's definitely got a makeable putt, but
in a headwind.
Paige still hasn't putted.
Well, she's right there.
I know. Hannah's like 18 feet. Paige is like,
so crazy.
I'll wait.
Whoa, you can
Wow.
tell that wind is ripping.
And it just blew the
Discs
disc
don't fall like that
back-
usually.
back halfway to her.
Yeah.
Oh, Paige.
That's unfortunate.
You can tell she's a little frustrated about that one. I feel like both times
Yeah.
the wind kind of,
Got her.
yeah.
She's throwing great shots. It's just putting right now.
Yeah.
That wanted to blow it out too. It's starting.
Yeah, it's starting. It's been, I think, 3 out of the last 4 holes. You
Yeah.
can see the flags.
Great birdie from Paige. She'll pick up some strokes on pretty much everybody except
Yeah.
Vanessa. Yeah, and spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the men, there is crazy wind later this day. Pretty much
Definitely.
as soon as the women get off the course, it's 30, 40 mile an hour winds, so it's just nuts. And this is the beginning of that.
Hole 14, 574. FBO have a shorter tee pad. I think it's more appropriate, I think, distance-wise.
Yeah, this is, I think, one of the more fair par fours that is birdieable, but you can also get in trouble. And it's not a gimme birdie by any means. You really
Yeah.
have to have distance and accuracy.
Paige going big shot.
Oh my gosh. She almost hit the card in front of him.
She
They all turn around.
Haley was like, "We're here."
We're still putting.
Whoops.
Wow. That's crazy. And an
Yeah.
air shot, too, not
Air
even a
shot.
roller. Vanessa throwing that same flex line. I think she got over it a little more than she wanted to.
Yeah, I think so.
You really have to trust the height, but if you don't get the angle right, it can hyzer out on the left side. So it's a risky shot, but there's room on this hole to kind of play with those angles, but
really big wide fairway. I feel like these trees in the middle that Vanessa kind of landed near and Paige almost went near, you just want to be left or right. You don't want to have to play from inside of them. So
yep.
And looks like Hannah's going the right side gap.
Yeah, I saw this pretty often too. Just a hyzer.
feel
There's
like-
OB over there, but if you have something stable, it's a pretty reliable play.
I feel like it's
Stable
the
up.
shorter way to get to the basket, like the
Yeah.
straighter line. But
Yeah, and you get another
also-
hyzer.
Also a little tighter.
Yeah, and with that fence on that side too,
Mhm.
it's kind of, you're having to throw higher than you necessarily want to, and risking the disc from not coming back in bounds.
Looks like Vanessa's lining up a flex shot. And
A little higher than she
Yeah.
wanted, I think.
didn't
But that's,
hit those limbs.
she should have an easy par from there at
Yeah.
least. Yeah, and those branches come down really far, so it's hard to get to the basket from that angle.
Yeah, they
no matter what you
they
do.
come down to within like 2 or 3 feet of the ground. Hannah ripping one over, just missed that tree, and she'll have a look.
Yeah, I think she was trying to go a little wider than that, but still,
She'll take it.
yeah, definitely. She
She
had an
has to.
opportunity.
It's her throw. Paige
Is that
throwing
that
low
verdict again?
verdict. Yeah, she really likes that disc.
Wow, that was
You can see why.
awesome. That was so good.
And you can see how low those branches were. She just missed it.
That's great.
Huh. This is good.
I forgot that was
Oh,
her drive
get it,
for a
yeah.
second.
Wow. And I was like,
Dang.
what's she laying? Oh, it looks like someone put some stuff on it. I'm going to
I
assume it
think
was
it was her
Haley.
wheel sack, though. Oh, it could have been.
Yeah, it looked
Yeah,
like some
I get
sticks
where.
and,
Yep,
and
yep.
hay and stuff.
That's
But
funny.
I like that. She's like, you're going to throw in on us? We'll mess with you a little.
Nice putt
Great
from Hannah.
putt.
That was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Big birdie.
Bag tags are a great way to get the word out about your local disc golf scene or event. With the included loop, both traveling players and locals can represent your local scene wherever they go. And ordering is easy. The minimum quantity is 25 tags with discounts for larger orders. You can use your own artwork or we'll help you with the design. The tags are made of a durable plastic and are about the size of a credit card. With optional two-sided printing and discounted prices for non-numbered tags, we've got enough options to make your tags fit your budget. Head to dynamicdisc.com to get started with your order.
Okay, so our leaderboard through 3/4 of the way through. We got
Cat's still cruising.
Cat is cruising, making this course look easy.
So this is an island hole.
Finally got your island hole.
They're all island holes. OB on the right, left, and short. You'll see some hyzers depending on what the wind is doing, but yeah, with this headwind like this, it's a risky shot no matter what you
Yeah.
decide to do.
Which is crazy. The right flag was blowing directly at her, and then the left flag was blowing left. So
Swirly.
yeah, you could see it kind of push her towards that left side of the fairway, but
Yeah,
she's happy
that's
to be
good
in
though.
bounds.
That was a great line.
Yeah.
There's one tree on that right side that can keep your disc from
Um,
staying in
oh,
bounds.
No.
Yeah, that's that wind for sure.
It just got on top of that disc. I think she wanted to keep it flat or hyzer, and it just turned a little, and that
And then stayed.
that wind just kind of locked it over,
So she'll have to throw from the drop zone.
which is not an easy shot.
No, it's pretty punishing actually. You have to go back. If you got in bounds at all, you end up having to go back
Yeah,
100 feet almost.
the drop zone is where the sidewalk to the left it forks, and you can kind of see the yellow sign over there.
There's that tree.
Oh,
Oh.
that wind is brutal.
My goodness.
Get back in though.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a great shot.
She's got a putt.
And nobody hit that tree. I saw so many shots hit that tree.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, here's the drop zone. She would have been
Ooh, that's got to
maybe
sit.
80, 90 feet closer.
And this hole does play like an island, so have to come to rest on it on the tee shot.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think Hannah's looking to do anything crazy there. Just get it up to the basket,
Yeah, I think
stress-free.
Paige B is gonna have a longer look from up left towards the sidewalk.
Oh my gosh.
Wow,
Whoa, that's a big putt.
she wanted that.
That was in the air forever.
Vanessa pin high, big drive. This whole, I don't remember how far it plays. Wasn't it about 360, 370?
Yeah, I think 3.
Oh, and the
so
band.
close.
She's had a round where she's just all over that basket. Paige gonna end up taking the double. She's
Yeah, again, Paige B's throwing some really, really good shots. It's just not converting on the putting green.
Yeah, really, I think just a few holes on the back is where the wind has kind of picked up and it's kind of got her putt. She has a slight nose down putt
It's just
and
slamming them.
yeah, good comebacker.
Good cleanup. Oh, she was
She
worried about that.
She's like, hold up. It's nice to be able to run those long birdie putts and still hit that comebacker when you don't make them. Shows she's got confidence.
Yep.
Bye, Hannah.
See ya.
Hannah's almost got a 50% win percentage.
That's close, yeah.
Yeah, that's decent.
That's awesome.
It's just really good to see her out playing again.
Yeah, I'm a fan. So hole 16, this is an island hole.
This is the island hole, yeah.
Kind of,
Yeah,
right? Because you can't really say it's a true island hole because there is a layup spot.
right. The OB rules play as an island. You are
Yes.
allowed to lay up and not go for the island, but even if you try to lay up and throw it OB, you have to go to the drop zone, which are true island hole
Right.
rules. But yeah,
Oh my goodness.
well, that's decent. I believe that was her Marshall,
Yeah.
and this hole is what, 260?
Yeah, 262.
Okay.
Which, I mean, she throws putters like a champ,
Yeah.
like a world champ.
Yeah, that was
But
decent.
carrying over water,
That
that
is
was
such-
amazing control.
They decided to make this little tiny island hole even harder, and they put the basket on the back right corner, as you can see. And Vanessa, I saw so many shots stick on the front of that island, and that just hit and bounced right off. But
Yeah. Yeah, I figured we'd see most of these ladies go for it. It's such a risky, touchy
Yeah.
shot. That was great.
that's a great throw, but also a terrifying putt.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you're going to do the work to get over on the island, you definitely want to have a birdie putt. Otherwise, you might as well play it safe, like Hannah's doing over here, and
Yeah.
just get your 3 and move on.
Yeah, that was well played by her.
That was great. Good pitch up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those should be pretty easy.
Is she running this?
Yeah,
I think so too.
world champ.
Oh, she wanted it so
Yes,
bad.
She did.
I got to do it. Nice up, Paige.
It's so risky, though.
It is.
That water is about as close as it looks. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
it looks close, and it
I
is
think
very
it's like
close.
8 or 9 feet
And it
right there
slopes
to the left of the
down.
basket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she'll be getting her 3, which is fine. If you're going for the island and you end up with a 3, I think you're still pretty satisfied.
Yeah, it really is.
Paige with a drop-in birdie. That's awesome.
That's so good. She's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Love getting outside and challenging yourself to become better? How about spending time with family and friends, or just marveling at the pure joy of flight? Then you've come to the right place at the right time. Join the PDGA.
Hole 17. I think holes 8 and 9 are probably 2 of the harder holes, and I think hole 17 goes into that category as like the 3 hardest holes. There's danger everywhere. OB left the entire way, OB right the entire way. This green is OB. FBO has a different basket than MPO.
Yeah,
this
it's,
one that we're
it's
zooming in on,
shorter, a little more accessible, I'd say.
but still tough to get to.
Yeah.
Not easy by any stretch.
I actually really like this hole.
Yeah.
I think it's really well designed. The
Really
tee
good
shot's
golf hole.
tricky. The upshot, you have to have an arsenal of different shots. You can't just throw a hyzer every throw.
It's really down to the player to decide how they want to attack it, whether they want to attack it for par, for birdie, aggressive, non-aggressive. It's a good golf hole.
I don't really get to choose if I can attack it for birdie.
Fair enough. Sounds like you're
Just
choosing
keeping
not
it real.
to. Sounds like you're choosing not to, Tina.
I'd like to. Yeah, this tree on the right side has some really low branches,
Very low.
which forces these low shots. If you get it too high, you can hyzer out to the left or hit the branches. So you see a lot of these, it's uphill,
Yeah.
low ceiling. So
Slightly little uphill on the tee and then low ceiling because of the
That's
branches, and that
beautiful.
misses.
oh, I think the wind turned it. It looked perfect out of her hand, I thought. But she'll still be in a decent spot. You can easily
Fairway hit.
Yeah. Stats.
Yeah, they're looking, I think, all of them are looking to send this second shot down the fairway. It's flipping a little. It needs to
Stable
check
up a little.
up. Check up, check up, check up.
Give her the green.
There we go. Right near that 250 red stake.
That's a great spot to be.
Oh, look, that disc has my face on it. Shameless plug. It's a getaway.
Is it your little...
Santa stamp.
Oh, your Santa one.
Uh-huh.
Not
I
your
thought
just,
it-
I'm Zach and I'm Harry
Mhm,
stamp.
Yeah. So I really was looking forward to saying it got away from her, but she actually threw that perfect.
Yeah,
so
it was really good. Hannah from the left side. I love it up here. This left side plays great because you're downhill.
oh,
I mean, that can
until
happen.
that happens.
Well, I mean, the
But
wind, though. The
you
wind
do-
is just crazy.
Yeah, you do see you get to play more of like a hyzer shot from there, which
Or
is
straight.
nice.
Like, you can throw a straight hyzer flip from over there.
And Paige was like, I see that tree too. Hopefully that sticks and bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still a great shot despite hitting those branches. She'll have a putt.
Yeah,
Well, a long putt. but
she'll send that jump putt, no doubt.
That's a good play.
Yeah, good
from
throw.
there. So Paige is probably dealing with these two little trees. Yep.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh no,
What
no.
on earth?
What just happened?
That was crazy.
So she
That
definitely
shot
hit some
literally
branches, but
straight up in the air.
straight up, and then it was like the wind blew it while it was
Pushed it,
vertical and
yep.
pushed it onto this green. That's OB.
It's a tricky spot where she was, for sure. Oh,
Vanessa,
that's
a little
good, that's good.
aggressive.
Yeah, definitely aggressive. But that's unfortunate for Paige. There's
Yeah.
two trees that split that upshot, as you can see right there.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of branches that just stick out and want to grab your disc.
Yeah, that's a tough break, and you can see this wind really picking up.
Good play.
Can't believe I saw Paige lay up.
Yeah, right. That was a long putt.
Yeah, tough comebacker for Vanessa. That wind kind of howling
That was a good
from
line,
her
too.
view. Yeah,
just
right to
not-
left, a little in her face. Just once you get outside the circle and the wind starts picking up like that, even inside the circle, putts aren't easy. But Hannah's like, they're not that hard.
I'm good at this.
Yeah, that was a great putt. I believe that was to save her par.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Despite hitting that branch on that one shot.
Paige jamming that putt. I believe that was to walk away with a double.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
maybe a 6.
Yeah, double.
So fluky.
Oh no. Phew. And you wonder if that's just a little bit of frustration from the entire round of just having so many putts close and just
So close.
and then you just lose focus on a shorty, you know?
All right, the final hole. This hole for us, we have a shorter tee pad. That's the drop zone for the men's card, and you're gonna see. I would guarantee every lady on this card specifically throw over the water to get to this basket. I know a lot of them can actually reach it. It's 413 feet, but it's a risky tee shot. There's a lot of water over there, and those branches. I was just gonna say that.
Oh, wow.
That's unfortunate.
That is that. This wind is pushing right to left, so I think she was thinking, I need to hang this out wide.
Yeah, she likes to take that wide route
Yeah.
to give it enough time to skip left and park it. Definitely risky, but pays off for her.
Worth it.
Most of the time, I'd say.
She weighs the risk and the reward, and it was definitely worth it for her. I think she could throw it 9 more times and probably not hit those branches.
That's a little low in the left side, but Looks like she got it up that hill.
She absolutely hated her
Yeah,
inbound
she
style.
hated it.
She was like, no. Okay, I'm in.
You don't want to mess with those trees on the left side. I saw a lot hit that and go right in the water. So
Those trees are actually out of bounds. Oh, that needs to flex, push.
that's awesome.
That is so good.
She really trusted that.
She
that was
trusted that
amazing.
so hard.
With the wind, like she got it on the angle and still just, yeah. It's a tailwind, so.
Those flags are whipping.
Yeah. That was a great shot, though.
Yeah. This looks really good, too.
A little help from the wind, too, keeping it up. She'll have a putt. Yeah, that's great to see. Oh. Paige throwing
Hey,
a
look.
suspect.
Look at that suspect. Who is that on that?
Shut it.
With that red hair.
Wow. That was a great shot.
How's it feel to be thrown that good? Had to.
It's fine.
Hannah.
A little bit of juice on that, but I think she probably didn't want to be putting downhill at this basket.
Yeah.
It's a good play from Vanessa. Just lay that up. It's a huge, risky putt. Yeah, yeah, that's good plays.
I think we're gonna. I feel like we're gonna see Paige go for it.
I think so. Yeah,
She
she
took
got
that 6 on the last
got
hole. I
herself all
think.
the way
Yeah.
up there.
I think she wants it.
Oh yeah, that's her I want it stance.
This would be a huge putt to finish on. She kind of had a tough back, so.
Oh, dang. That's so close. I would have loved to see that go in.
Yeah.
See, and now Hannah's got this uphill. I mean, it's not risk-free because it's still a raised basket, but
Raised basket.
I'd much rather have
Yeah,
that than what
yeah.
Paige B had.
Great
putt,
putt.
Hannah.
She
Solid
finished
finish.
strong, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's such a smooth player. Very few mistakes. Couple putting things, but
Mhm.
a lot of that's just because of the wind.
Yeah, she's still not able to get out and practice as much as she'd like because of her wrist, but
Look at
she's
that.
playing tournaments, and now Paige has the scariest comeback or
Look at
putt
the
in the world.
trees
I
in
know.
the background. She was trying to keep her hair out of her face.
Oh, just stay there. Thank you.
Okay, that's like best case scenario. At least it sat down.
Yeah, tough back 9 for Paige.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, especially on her home course too, or one of her home courses.
Mhm.
I don't know how often she plays country club, but
I think she likes Jones East the
yeah,
best.
Jonesy's is awesome. Yes.
Fire that
Great
thing in there.
cleanup from Vanessa.
Yeah. And even though Paige is having a rough back 9, you still see her clapping for Vanessa when she makes a putt. So
Yeah,
it's,
she's a great sport.
yeah.
Super positive. I love playing with Paige.
And other Paige cleaning up that par. She was happy with that. Oh no, I'm
No.
sorry. Yeah, she went OB,
Yeah.
taking the double.
But still finishing solid for the
Yeah,
the
good
round.
round.
yeah, with that crazy wind you're kind of expecting some higher scores for that second day.
Yeah, definitely kind of got 3 of the 4 on this card. Katrina killing it, shooting under par for the second straight day. That's so awesome.
Yeah, especially in that wind, just being able to hold that together is crazy.
We'll see if these women can try to run her down round 3.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks
yeah.
for watching.
Subscribe, Gatekeeper Media.
Stay tuned for more.